Hey Jorrell, I just wanted to give you another update on the ordering software. Let me start this up here. Um, so I was working a lot this week on the web scraper, and I'm going to show you how this kind of works. So everything else is largely the same, but now you can actually upload the Excel files that you generate. So we'll hit Upload Excel, and then I have these order lists, and I have a folder on my computer called Online Outlet Mall. And when you generate an order list, let me show you what a fresh order list looks like. So, generate Excel. Excel file generated. Okay, so if I bring up that same folder, you'll see an extra order list here. This is the new one. Open this one up. 1 second. All right. So you'll see this order list when you generate one, okay? So these boxes, I'm going to actually style this a little bit better. So when you generate, I'm going to do this over the weekend free of charge, but I want to style these a little bit better so it's a little bit easier to see. This is just a very general template. But the important part for you is going to be these 4 columns right here, right? So when you're creating an order list, you'll generate a new order list, and then you'll specify the product URL, which is the product landing page. You'll specify the quantity of products that you want, the color if applicable. If not, you just leave it blank, and the size if applicable. If not, you'll just leave it blank. So what this is going to look like is, I'll probably build a process that does this automatically, but to start, you're going to want to drop your URL in, which is going to be just the product landing page. So it'd be maybe like Nike.com/ whatever the product is. Then you're going to want to put the quantity that you need shipped to the warehouse, the color specification, and a lot of times this will just be left blank. And then if it's like a shoe, like a 7.5 or an 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever size you're looking for. And then I'm also going to add more as things come in, like men or women, or depending on how I want to do this. But I think generally the product URL will take care of most of this. These are just some extra parameters you'll need to enter, and then for each product you're going to enter a new row in this column. And what that is going to do is, you're going to upload. You're going to upload Excel, and then you'll upload the file. Then it'll populate in this drop-down list. So I'm going to use one because it does not work if you have the Excel open. So you have to actually close the Excel sheet before you can actually run this process. So I'm going to close this out. Don't save. Well, okay, so I have an order added to. Let me show you what this other one looks like real quick. Let's open this up. So I have this order in here. This is Nike.com. This is for the Air Force shoe that they make. So this is what it'll look like, right? Nike.com, Air Force, men's shoe. So we're already in the men's section. We want one. It's a black Nike Air Force shoe. We don't need to specify the color because that's in the product page. And then we do need to specify the size because on Nike.com you actually have to click the size. So let me show you what this all looks like. Alright, so I'm going to load this Excel file up, and of course we got to close it first. Save, and then we'll click Run. So this, you won't see any of this. This is just a process that I have running here. But what you will see when you hit that Run button is a Firefox browser open up. And what this does is, this is actually what's called an automation script. So it's actually going to automate the browser. So you can see my mouse here. I'm going to keep it over here so you can see this is actually doing, you can see the little robot up in the top left of the URL bar. So it's going to automatically go to Nike.com because it's reading from that order list, right? You uploaded the Excel order list. It's reading from that order list. Now watch what happens in the web browser. It's going to select 7.5 once the script kicks off. And then it's going to go add to cart. And you'll see my mouse is not doing anything, obviously. Then it's going to go to checkout. Then it's going to go to the member login page. And this is all automatic. This is an automatic ordering platform. Now, this is where some things break down, okay? So one thing that I need from you is I need membership login information, right? Because on Nike.com, you can't actually order a product unless you're signed in as a member. So that's just something I'll need, like a username or an email and a password that I can upload into that Excel file that we can then have the browser automatically click sign in. Once you sign in, it'll take you to your market basket where we can place the order. But you can't actually place an order on a lot of these sites without having an account first. So if I click checkout here, it'll automatically say, hey, I need to sign up, right? So that's what I need from you. I need a bunch. I need you to create accounts on all of these major sites that you want to place orders from, um, and we can go from there. But that's what I have so far. I hope you're happy with this. I'm going to upload this later tonight once I do a little bit more work on it. And you can play with it yourself. Right now, the only site that's supported is Nike.com, but because of the logic, most of the logic is already here. It's going to be pretty simple to just port what I have from Nike.com over to the other sites. And I have your site lists. Uh, have your site lists. I know exactly which sites. Sorry, my computer is running extremely slow. I got your site list, so I know exactly what sites this should work with. Nike's the first one, so that's the one that I started with. But these other sites won't take long once the Nike site is done. But we do need accounts for every single one of those pages. So if you can go through and give me a list of usernames and passwords for those sites, I can continue on. Next week, I think I'm going to start to work on the actual Shopify account and reading quantities for these brands. So I appreciate it. I hope you're happy with this work so far. I'm going to upload it to you tonight, and you'll get a better understanding of how this all works. And I'm obviously available for any questions you have with the software. So thank you.